Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Ken Kitts, President of the University of North Alabama, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty and staff of UNA, I welcome you to this second of two commencement ceremonies this morning, in which each will honor approximately half of our spring graduates of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering. Please rise as we bow our heads for a moment of silence and give thanks for our many blessings this year and for these special graduates here today. Amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
This ceremony represents a very special time for each graduate and his or her family and friends to maintain the dignity of this distinctive occasion and out of respect for all graduates. We ask that you please silence cell phones and remain seated until the ceremony is ended so that each graduate's name can be heard when announced. Now, commencement is a celebration of academic attainment, and to bring greetings to you from the academic community of the University of North Alabama, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Brian Smith.
Thank you, President Kitts. We're also grateful for your leadership. Graduates, today is a day of celebration, a day of joy, and a day of reflection. We gather here to honor your remarkable achievements, your perseverance, and your dedication. As the Provost of the University of North Alabama, it's my distinct pleasure to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You've navigated the challenges of rigorous coursework, embraced opportunities for growth, and demonstrated resilience in the face of adversity. Your journey has been one of discovery, learning, and transformation. Today, we celebrate not just the culmination of your academic endeavors, but the beginning of a new chapter filled with endless possibilities. As you step into this new chapter, remember the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. You are now equipped with the knowledge, skills, and experiences to make a difference. Whether you pursue further education, enter the workforce, or embark on personal endeavors, let your education be the foundation for which you build a better future. During your time at UNA, you've built lasting relationships, discovered new passions, and honed your skills. These experiences have not only prepared you for professional success, but have also instilled in you a sense of purpose and a commitment to making the world a better place. Embrace the challenges ahead with confidence, knowing that you are capable of achieving greatness, each and every one of you. As you move forward, remember that you are always part of the UNA family. Stay connected, support one another, and continue to embody the values that have guided you thus far. The world needs your courage, your innovation, and your leadership. I leave you with the thoughts from Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life that you have imagined. Congratulations and roar lions.
Thank you, Provost Smith. I want to introduce now several people who are celebrating this special occasion with you and ask that these individuals stand when their names are called. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. On stage with me are Dr. Amber Paulk, Deputy Provost, Dr. Vince Bruton, Dean of the Cole Honors College, Ms. Barbie Terry, Associate Vice President for Alumni Relations and Annual Giving, Dr. Ryan Zayak, Dean of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering, Dr. Minette Ellis, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, Representative Danny Garrett, our guest speaker, who will be more formally introduced in a few moments, Dr. Brian Smith, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, and Dr. Tom Lukowitz, incoming Faculty Senate President. Please join me in welcoming the stage party. Also joining us on stage to my right and to the left are several members of our faculty from the College of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering, whose students are graduating today. Please join me in thanking these faculty members for their participation. Colleagues, thank you. And last but not least, I also want to recognize and thank Professor Devin Underwood, the UNA Studio Jazz Band, and vocalist and alumna Caitlin Barnes for providing the amazing music for these ceremonies. Aren't they great? Thank you. And now to our guest speaker. We are most honored to have with us today State Representative Danny Garrett, who represents House District 44, a section that lies northeast of Birmingham and spans along eastern Jefferson County. This spring, UNA's enrollment included 540 students from Jefferson County and almost 1,000 students from the greater Birmingham area. Mr. Garrett chairs the Alabama House of Representatives committee that considers education budget recommendations, and he is a member of 5 other House committees and 3 House Senate joint legislative committees. He was first elected to the Alabama legislature in 2014 and is a strong and effective promoter of education initiatives and of business and economic development, not only in North and Central Alabama, but across our state. Recognizing his leadership skills and advocacy for a robust business climate, Governor Kay Ivey named him to the board of directors for Innovate Alabama, the first statewide public-private partnership focused on entrepreneurship, technology, and innovation that seeks to foster a skilled workforce, support businesses, and enhance a resilient economy here in Alabama. As noted in his more detailed biographical sketch on page 38 of your commencement program, Representative Garrett received his bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Alabama and is a certified public accountant who has served in executive leadership positions with several large national and international manufacturing companies. He and his wife, Carol, and we're honored to have Carol with us today, make their home in Trussville and have 3 adult sons and 5 grandchildren, with number 6 on the way. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm University of North Alabama welcome to State Representative Danny Garrett.
President Kent's distinguished Board of Trustee members, faculty members, parents, family, friends, and 2026 graduates of the University of North Alabama. I'm honored to be with you today on this historic and beautiful campus to celebrate this important milestone with you. UNA has a long tradition as an institution that adheres to the highest standards of academic excellence, integrity, and service to its students, the local community, and the entire state of Alabama. Class of 2026, you've been prepared, and you're now responsible for continuing this legacy of excellence and service as you leave this campus and begin your next chapter in life. I'm thankful my wife Carol is with me today. Carol grew up not far from here in Haleville. We first met each other 45 years ago as students at the University of Alabama, and this year we will celebrate our 42nd wedding anniversary. Although Carol and I are not UNA graduates, our family has always had an affinity and a special bond and an affection for UNA. You see, Carol's dad, Roger Sisson, had 2 brothers. George Rogers and Harold Sisson were very close all their lives. They were role models for Carol and me as we raised our 3 sons. We wanted our boys to grow up with the same qualities, closeness, and brotherly bond that the Sisson men had. Uncle Harold, the youngest of the 3, graduated in 1958 from UNA. A native of Haleville, he was known as Hal Sisson here at the campus, and Hal was a 3-year letterman in football for the Lions from 1954 to 1956. He was chosen for the NAIA Helms Foundation All-America honors in 1956 and played end, guard, and tackle during his career with the Lions. He was selected as the team's most valuable lineman in 1956 and was the first ever UNA lineman ever selected as an All-American. He was named to the first 40 years UNA football team and the 50th anniversary UNA football team, and was a member of the UNA Team of the Decade from 1949 to 1958. He graduated in 1958 with a degree in education and later coached football and baseball at Huntsville High School. For most of his adult years and until his passing in 2010, he was a State Farm agent in Huntsville. I'm honored to have the opportunity today to acknowledge and remember our family's most famous and favorite UNA graduate, Uncle Harold. Now, at the risk of sounding like a Baptist preacher, I want to use Uncle Harold's college name, Hal, as an acronym for 3 thoughts and suggestions that I hope you graduates will remember as you begin your next journey in life. The first letter of Hal is H, and it stands for home. Don't ever forget who you are and where you come from. I was the first person in my family to go to college. My dad grew up poor as the son of a Mississippi sharecropper. He worked hard every day to make sure that life for my brothers, sister, and me was more secure and stable than his. He knew what it was like to be on the outside looking in, and he knew that everybody mattered, no matter their race, religion, or status. And they all deserved kindness and respect. He instilled in us the importance of treating people fairly and helping those who had needs. I was blessed to have a successful business career that allowed me to travel the country and even the world and rub elbows with some important and influential people. As a state representative and committee chair, those opportunities continue today. But the words of my father that I should use my blessings to help others are constantly in my mind. While I was growing up, my dad would sometimes admonish me not to get too big for my britches. He would tell me, don't get above your raising. And through the years, I've come to understand what he meant by the words, "There but for the grace of God go I." I grew up in Center Point, Alabama, where I attended school from grades 1 through 12. Today, the community is very different from how it was when I was growing up. Economic hardships, crime, and financial distress are real concerns. One of my favorite things to do as a legislator each year is to visit the schools that I attended with my colleague from across the aisle, who now represents that area, to present checks for education needs in each of the schools. I wouldn't be where I am today without the lessons and experiences I learned in those schools. Some of you have been blessed with stable families and have received a lot of support from family members and friends along the way. Some of you have been less fortunate and have encountered struggles and maybe a lack of support along the way. You've had to overcome a lot to get to this point. Whatever your experience, don't ever forget how you got here and who encouraged you. Others in your life have influenced who you are and who you may become. Don't ever forget them and strive to be an encourager to those that you encounter in the years ahead. The second letter of HAL is A, stands for adapt to change. You must be ready for change. Technology is changing our world at a mind-boggling pace. The mindset of today's culture is constantly evolving, and it's all about customization, flexibility, and choice. This mindset will lead to more rapid and continuous change in every aspect of your lives. People who can accept and adapt to change are the most likely to be happy and successful. Now, as a rule, most people don't like change. In fact, many people's first impulse is to resist change. But as you move forward, I urge you not to fear or resist change in the workplace or in technology or in your life circumstances. Rather, endeavor to embrace and adapt. Most of the time, the reason or impetus for change is out of our control, and change is often uncomfortable, but it's inevitable. I'm often inspired by music. Maybe some of you are. I want to offer up a few random lines from a silly but fun song that maybe you will hear and visualize in your mind as you encounter change that maybe you don't like. With apologies to your outstanding music faculty, the song I would like for you to remember is "You Can't Stop the Beat" from the musical Hairspray. Some of the lyrics: you can't stop an avalanche rolling down the hill. You can't stop the seasons, you know you never will. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You can't stop a river as it rushes to the sea. My favorite line: you can't stop my knife and fork when I see a Christmas ham. Because the world keeps spinning around and around, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, and I found my way, because you can't stop the beat. Well, you can't stop change, but you can adapt and be successful and be happy. Maybe you'll think of that song or another song next time you face uncomfortable change. As a Christian, I will share with you that when I'm confronted by change, I meditate on a scripture, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. That verse helps me cope and navigate change. The last letter of HAL, L, is for learning. Don't ever stop learning. Uncle Harold was a bit of a Renaissance man. He had a kind and gentle spirit. He was obviously very athletic. He also loved music. In fact, in high school, he played both in the band and played football. He and my father-in-law were always on top of the newest technology phase. In the 1970s, they set up ham radio shacks in their homes and talked to people all over the world. In the 80s and 90s, when personal computers hit the scene, they each bought computers and were way ahead of all the rest of us with access to the internet in various applications. They later jumped on the iPad train early and became experts at Apple Watches and all devices. The point is that even in retirement, when they didn't even need technology, they kept studying and learning, and they were happy and were always younger than their years. When my father-in-law was in his 70s, he started taking piano lessons. At 80, he bought a left-handed violin and taught himself to play a few tunes watching YouTube. One of our fondest memories is when my future daughter-in-law then turned 21. My father-in-law slipped away from the table as we were finishing up her dinner. We stepped outside the restaurant, and there he was, violin in hand, playing Happy Birthday for her. Learning doesn't stop with the end of your formal education. You will have opportunities to learn continuously throughout your life. Take advantage of those opportunities. Learn from those who are older and wiser than you. Learn from those who are younger and more eager than you. Learn from those who are more accomplished than you. And learn from those who have less but are happy and content, but never stop learning. So as I remember Uncle Harold today, I hope you'll remember Hal, home. Remember where you come from and how you got here. Adapt to change. It's inevitable and usually out of your control. And never stop learning. In 2007, my favorite football coach, Nick Saban, said famously and prophetically, "This is not the end, this is the beginning." And he was right. Graduates, today is not your end, today is your beginning. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you very much, Representative Garrett. We deeply appreciate you being with us today and for sharing those wonderful remarks. It is my pleasure to again introduce the UNA Studio Jazz Band and Miss Caitlin Barnes for musical selection.
As the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Stand with me, please. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
The Keller Key Award was established as a memorial to the late President James Albert and Mrs. Mary Glenn Keller. A Keller Key is presented at each commencement to honor the graduates who, on the basis of having earned all credits for the bachelor's degree at this university, have made the highest scholastic average. Will the following recipients of the Keller Key for this ceremony Please come forward to the stage. Raven Lee Miller, Lexi M. Stuckey. Raven Lee Miller completes the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in marine biology. Lexi M. Stuckey completes the Bachelor of Science with a major in mathematics. For this semester, qualifying for the Keller Award means having a grade point average of at least 4.0 on a 4.0 scale. Please join me in congratulating these students.
The Dean of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering will now present candidates for the conferral of their respective degrees. Would Dr. Ryan Zayak please come forward?
As you are able, would candidates for master's degrees in the College of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering please stand and remain standing. President Kitts, on behalf of the graduate faculty and the graduate council, it is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for conferral of their master's degrees.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now bestow upon each of you your respective master's degree. And congratulations.
As you are able, would candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering please stand and remain standing. President Kitts, it is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for conferral of their bachelor's degrees.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now bestow upon each of you your respective bachelor's degree. Please move the tassel from the right edge to the left edge of your cap, and congratulations. You may be seated. Graduates, whether you are receiving your first degree today from UNA, or in the case of some of you master's degree graduates, your second from this institution, you all are now alumni of the University of North Alabama. And our Associate Vice President for Alumni Relations and Annual Giving, Ms. Barbie Terry, will now come to the podium to bring you greetings.
Thank you, President Kitts. Graduates, congratulations. Okay, smile, you're happy to be here. Thank you. Today marks a milestone that you all have worked toward for years, and it's an honor to be here with you today as you walk across the stage and enter whatever comes next. As the Chief Alumni Officer for UNA, I have a unique perspective to see not only where you've been, but where you're going. And I can tell you with confidence that when you graduate UNA, you don't just leave, you enter the alumni family. I get it, that seems really distant to you right now, but it's significant. That means you're joining a network of people worldwide that want to see you and help you be successful in all that you do. In your graduation bag, you'll find a note from one of our Alumni Association board members. It's a simple gesture, but it's a reminder that your connection doesn't end today. In fact, we hope that it only grows with you through every stage of your life. So whether you just come back for homecoming, which we hope you will every year, or you mentor a student, or you just stay in touch with your friends, stay connected. Take UNA with you into your communities. Let UNA continue to be a part of your story, because you're now a part of our story forever. So as you could get ready to walk across the stage, breathe, take it all in, think about the memories that you've made here. Enjoy this moment. But also know that no matter where you go or what you do, UNA will always be home. Graduates, we are proud of you. We are excited for you. And we are so happy to welcome you into the Alumni Association. Congratulations and roar Lions.
Thank you, Miss Terry. So graduates, it's now your time on the stage. All the preliminaries are over, and we are now prepared to welcome you individually to the stage to recognize the hard work that brings you here today. Will the marshals please begin conducting the candidates to the platform?
Divyam Tushar Banker. Rashomi Mathaman, cum laude. Ariana Elizabeth Matthew. Aradhya Sharma, cum laude. Kelson Moore. Riley G. Frakes. Cademan Philip Jones. Jamal Rashad Albritton. Lana Marie Murphy. Chloe Lauren Sneed. Alyssa Marie Clutter, cum laude. Omari Kenneth Bartee. Alexis Paige McGee, magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. Madison Lachey Holly. Alexis Nicole Brown. Jeremiah Allen Grissom, cum laude, Cole Honors College. Alexandra Faith Rhodes, cum laude. William Joel Driver. Tristan Lee Williamson. Ivy Grace Jenkins. Haley Nicole Goodlow. Briley Nicole Sage, magna cum laude. Leah Jean Robertson. Tyler David Moore. Rhonda Joyce Newman, cum laude. Haley Dawn Reeves, magna cum laude. Madeline Kathleen Pettis, summa cum laude. Christy Calhoun, summa cum laude. Mary Cullen McVeigh, summa cum laude, Cole Honors College. Logan Bradley Holsey. Whitley Bryn Collier. Brittany Bach, magna cum laude. Hilton Andrew McElvey. Sheila Ann Orenberg. Gabrielle Victoria Williams. Glauco Mariano Teixeira Jr. Ryland Neil Giles, magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. John Riley Humphreys. Elijah Andrew McDonald, magna cum laude. Isabella Grace Seegers, cum laude. Colby Thompson Clark. Austin Gage King. Casey Elizabeth Allen. Joseph Layton Bosarge. Peyton Lee Ewald. Mary Gregory Cordell. Jashanti Innes. Jazzy Kling. Daranique Akia Price, magna cum laude. Naya Danielle Davis White. Christina Valladares. Mary Frances Carver, cum laude. Tegra Kabwe Mubikai, magna cum laude. Delaney Claire Johnson. Jessica Molly Faith Lindley, cum laude. Megan Nicole Thompson. Jody Malie Lindley, magna cum laude. DeMarquius Antoine Robinson. Tyreek Markel Daniels. Takina Christine Garner, cum laude. Alex Fleming Copeland. Lexi Madison Stuckey, summa cum laude. Lucas W. Hasting, magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. Joseph Anthony Pope Jr., magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. Andrew Cole Reynolds, magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. Amelia May Apps. Chloe Alexis Frazier, cum laude. Taylor Grace Wolf, summa cum laude, Cole Honors College. Oluwabukola Akinsola. Alexandra Alvarado. Kennedy Michelle Booker. Kaya Grace Fawcett. Jocelyn Alina Davis, cum laude, Cole Honors College. Wanda June Wesolowski. Laura Catherine Stafford, Cole Honors College. Sydney Sanaa Demas, summa cum laude. Raven Lee Miller, summa cum laude, Cole Honors College. Carly Glass, summa cum laude, Cole Honors College. Martha Elizabeth Berry, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Elena Moore. Kennedy Blair Dollar. Sandy Grace Davidson. Lexi Lundy. Anna Lucille Wedding, magna cum laude. Caleb Joseph Munina. Kaylee Brianne Bohannon, magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. William Blake Heron, cum laude. Elizabeth Robinson. Linda Mae Salter. Damari K. Moore, magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. Carter Andrew Henderson, magna cum laude, Cole Honors College. Nelson Reed Kennedy. Eva M. Davis. Nathaniel Brooks Chandler. Jeremiah Jess Peters, magna cum laude. Willie Eugene Boyd III. Paige Briggs Robinson. Lauren Bethany Snell. Vernon Anthony Roberts. Chase Avery Rose, cum laude. Millicent Claire Woodard. Sydney Hope Shaw. John William Bradley. Rachel Marie Ingram. Leah Faith Lewis, Cole Honors College. Natalie Reagan Cartee. Charlie Douglas Hendricks. Jackson Paul Corneliuson, cum laude. Seth Hunter Kimball, Cole Honors College. Kaysen Scott Cornelius. Trey White, cum laude. Hannah Rochelle Rodriguez. Kiriel June Thigpen, magna cum laude. Nichelle Archana Thansaruni de Silva. Emmanuel Soren Cum Ngando, summa cum laude. Carrie Greer Moss, cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Douglas, cum laude. Victoria Lee Laxon, summa cum laude. Marissa Ann Dunn, cum laude. Odalis Duran Palacios. Haley Grace Crowley, cum laude. Alyssa G. Parker, Coles Honors College. Bethany Daniela Cantrell. Emily Dawn Watson. Natalie Ann Holt. Carlin Elizabeth Rawson, Cole Honors College. Noah Michael Pittman, summa cum laude. Danielle Jansen Van Buren. Maya Angelica Smith, cum laude. Jaden Miles Edwards. Elizabeth Ashley Jennings. Shinyan Lee, cum laude. Ella Adriana Strickland. Mary Caroline Cartron. Kaylee Nicole Baker. Jackson Glenn Person. Philip C. Cavan. Emily Elise Gable, magna cum laude. Mary Margaret Scholl. Alexandra Danielle Scholl. Simon Jacob Francis, cum laude. Preston R. Burks. Shelby Elizabeth Beavis. Ashley Connor Lyles.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you be kind enough to join with me as we honor all these graduates with a well-deserved round of applause? Graduates, you can stand up and thank them. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. If you'd be seated for just another few minutes. These are happy days in the life of our university. We love the excitement in the room. So graduates, truly we commend you for the hard work, sacrifices, perseverance that have brought you here today. And we're proud of you. And I want you to really hear that and internalize it. We're very, very proud of you. You've conducted yourselves here with grace and compassion and maturity. You've made UNA stand out in a very good way. And we know that you're going to continue to represent your alma mater well. And as you leave this university to make your mark in the world, I have only one request. Carry this university in your heart wherever you go. Take this wonderful, beautiful, historically important, 196-year-old university, carry it in your heart wherever you go. And when you meet fellow alumni, do it with that famous roar lions and know that we send our very best wishes with you. I would like to thank Dr. Brian Smith, Dr. Ryan Zayak, Ms. Barbie Terry, Dr. Manette Ellis, and Dr. Butler Kane for their assistance with today's program. And we thank each of you in the audience for joining us to celebrate these graduates. And finally, to all the moms here, happy Mother's Day weekend. Let's hear it for the moms, all right? And if everyone would now please rise for the playing of the alma mater.